the next big domino is, of course, Jacob deGrom. And I think he kind of holds the key to where this offseason is going to go. If you're going to invest $40+ million a year into Jacob deGrom, that obviously limits what you can do elsewhere. What's the latest
Yeah.
that you have on the status with Jake, and where do you kind of see that headed?
It's quiet so far. I mean, I think that Diaz being the priority in October tells you something. That doesn't mean, of course, that the Mets don't want deGrom. They do, but they were more aggressive in pursuit of another player. So that was kind of the first step. From here, look, the deGrom and the Aaron Judge free agencies have a similar quality in that the teams are both kind of guessing what the player wants to do and trying to read tea leaves just like everybody else. There hasn't been a lot um, that the team has. I mean, they've had conversations with the player. I think Billy Epler said that publicly. He and deGrom sat down after the loss to San Diego. And both sides know that if they're going to keep the relationship going, the communication probably needs to be better, and some of the vibes probably need to be better. And they're trying to figure out if deGrom wants to be here. And that's just kind of where they are at the beginning of this process. They don't really know, as far as I know to this moment, and I of course hope to continually learn more about this as the day and weeks go on, but I don't think the Mets have a real strong indication of when this might get resolved just yet.
Andy, when you're talking about that kind of number, a contract that we expect to exceed $40 million per year, and it's safe to say deGrom wants to get paid even more than Scherzer, which would take it to around 44. Do you think that creates some kind of urgency with the Mets to get that yes or no more quickly than other guys? Because that amount can impact you in, not saying these are who they
Yeah.
interested in, but Rodon, Trey Turner, names like that, when you're talking about that level of dollar amount, when those names can go quickly.
Yeah, that's a great point. I'm sure they would love clarity early. Not keep bringing it back to the Judge thing, but they're so parallel right now. And Cashman said the other day when he was asked the same question about Judge, it's like you would prefer to know what you're dealing with as early as possible, but you don't. The team doesn't always have that ability. Now, the Mets could make a strong offer today, give a deadline to it, and move on, but they also have to be careful with how this plays out and making sure that everybody understands that they really are trying for deGrom. And, you can't just be like, okay, if you don't take our offer by midnight Friday, it's off the table. That'd be a tough way to treat Jacob deGrom as well as he's played for the franchise. So, yeah, they would, of course. I mean, Connor, yeah, like all these other things they could possibly do kind of depend on whether they're paying deGrom $40 million a year. So they'd love to know whether they're going to have that ability. We'll see. I that's one of the things I'd like to know this week, or try to learn more about this week, frankly.